We have not seen you in a while, Hariji.
Not unmuted. Hari.
Hariji, Hariji.
Yeah, can you
Are
hear
you
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you very well.
Guruji, I have a doubt. This doubt I had always.
But you were
This,
not there in classes. So many classes you were not there. What happened?
No, I missed only one class.
It means your questions are not there. So many classes. Okay, that's how I should say. There are no questions from you. That is what I meant. Okay, go ahead.
I have one query. This Adyanta Madhyam. Why is that word Madhyam is coming? What is the importance of that?
Because somebody like us will come and ask the question, hey, Guruji, if Adi is not there, but Antam is not there, but Madhyam could be there. Somebody, suppose people like you come and ask me, what should I do? So this is saving me from all these questions. Madhya also you put there.
Does it have any specific indication? Why is that Madhyam is there? Adyam or Antam?
No, but are you saying Adi is not an important word, but Madhyam is an important word?
No, I don't know. That is why is it being used? If I am telling you it is neither beginning nor end.
It is used because space,
Yeah.
these are all spatial words. Spatial words. Space. They all imply space. Adi means beginning. Beginning means what? Where does it start from? Where does this line start from? In India, sometimes those days there used to be big queues. These days, I don't see that big queues, except in this wine shops. Wine shops have a big queue, and you in Tamil Nadu, especially, they're selling this alcohol. My God, this line just keeps on going. And so, where is the beginning of the line? Correct. That is Adi, space. Then Antam. Where does the line end? Because that's where the person has to go. Okay, Antam. Then Madhyam, middle. These words indicate space. Therefore, Adi Madhyantaritam means what? It is not limited by space. That's the meaning. It is the cause of space, but not limited by space. That's all the significance. That is important, Yeah.
Guruji, it could also mean 2.28, no? Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata. The birth can take place in between. It can, vyakta madhyani bharata, vyaktani dhanani eva tatra ka parividevana. 2.28.
Good. Yeah, you can use that. That also is madhya. So, there it is time. That shloka is talking about time. And this example I gave is space. So, time middle means that is what it is. It's how does it start?
Avyaktadini bhutani.
Avyaktadini bhutani. So all this unmanifest to manifest to unmanifest to manifest to unmanifest. There the word madhya. Madhya will lose its meaning because only if Adi is there and Antam is there, madhya can be talked about. But really Adi is not there, Anta is not there, madhya loses its meaning. But if you have an idea of madhya, that also is not there.
Madhya is always a problem for us.
Madhya Pradesh is a problem. What he is saying is Madhya Pradesh is a problem. Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Jyoti, please.
Madhya also.
Huh?
Madhya also.
What is the meaning of
Madhya, Tamil Nadu, Tasmark.
Yeah. Yeah, Jyoti ji.
Namaskara, Guruji. Guruji, you are telling Brahmaji. So can we use Parabrahma for Brahmaji?
No.
Chaturmukha Brahma and Parabrahma. Can we use that way?
See.
For Hiranyagarbha.
word Brahma refers to two things, right? That much we know. One is Brahmaji, the creator of the world. Srishtikarta is referred to as Brahmaji. Also in Vedanta referred to as Hiranyagarbha. That much is clear, right? That's a role played by a jiva, exalted jiva called Brahmaji. And the other Brahman, other is Brahman. Brahman is the Nirgunam Brahma, the Adhishtanam of the entire Jagat. Okay? And the Satya Vastu is Brahman. That's all.
Brahman and Chaturmukha Brahma.
Yeah, correct. So this Brahman, if you want little more, since you are into grammar, Brahman is Napumsakam. Here Brahman Pratipadikam Pullingam. Brahman Pullingam, Nakaranta Pullingam. Here Nakaranta Napumsakalingam. I'll leave it with that. So Pullingam means Brahma. Napumsakam means Brahma. Okay.
And I also wanted to add to the story of Linga you were talking about. Wherever Shivalinga is there, put my foot there. So there is this great Dasa, Kanaka Dasa in Dasa Parampara in Karnataka. He is actually a shepherd by birth. He was also one of the Palayagaras, we say, Nayakas of a small province. So
He was what by birth?
Shepherd.
Oh, shepherd.
Shepherd. He also got into spirituality and he became a student of Vyasatirtha. Vyasatirtha, somewhere near Hampi, that Mata is there. He was a contemporary of Purandaradasa.
Yeah.
Because he was a shepherd, he was always looked down upon by other students of Vyasatirtha. But Vyasatirtha knew his worth and value of his Shishya. So when everybody was ridiculing Kanakadasa, he wanted to show his worth to all other students. So one day he brings bananas and he distributes among all the students. And he will tell the students, go and eat this banana wherever nobody can see you eat. So each Shishya will take the banana and go to different corners. One will go and eat behind the door. One will go to a remote place under a tree. Wherever they feel nobody is watching me, everybody will come back. But Kanakadasa cannot eat. He will bring the banana back and he will say, Guruji, I could not find a place where nobody is watching me. Wherever I went, I thought God is watching me, so I could not eat this banana. So God is all pervading. There is also one more story about Kanakadasa. So they will be talking about attaining mukti or moksha. So the teacher will ask all the students, do you think you can attain moksha? Everybody will be not sure. But Kanakadasa will say, Nanu hodare hodenu. In Kannada, Nanu hodare hodenu. So people will think he is so arrogant. He says, Na pona pola. Loose translation. Nan pona pola. Something like that. So they will think he is so arrogant. He says, if I want, I can go. That is a but that is not it. Nanu hodare, if I forget about myself or aham, then maybe I will go. If I lose my aham, then maybe I will go to moksha. So that is how he is. And he has written a lot of Devarnamas like Purandaradasa, which are also used in widely in Carnatic music, Kanakadasa.
Kanakadasa, very good. Yeah.
I just wanted to tell this story, Guruji.
Nice.
So for Kanakadasa only the god turned on the other side, no? Because they wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kanakana or something they say, no?
Kindi is a hole.
Hole,
So,
window.
Correct. Yeah, correct. That is the thing.
Thank you.
That's in Udupi.
Udupi, yeah, that is there in Udupi.
Yeah.
Prasadji.
Yeah. Namaste, Mahodaya. I'm having problem with my video, so I cannot see you. You cannot see me. You said when a person sees a sitcom and he laughs. Okay. And other times he's very unhappy. So how did you connect those two?
Right. Yeah, the example I gave was, if a person says, there's no reason for me to be happy. Okay. Nothing is going well in my life, my family, my children, my parents, whatever. Nothing is going well for me. There's no really reason for me to be happy. And if the person is able to be happy, how the person can even be happy? Please tell me. Not possible. He just said, make the statement. There's really no reason, because the problems are too huge and I don't see any solution anywhere in the horizon. So then how can I be happy? But despite all this, if somebody can be happy for even for a moment, I'm asking the question, how is it possible? How is it possible? If Ananda is, the source of Ananda is out there in the family, in the things, in the people, in my profession and so forth, how can I be happy? How can a sitcom even work on me? It can't work. How can sitcom remove? If only if the problems are all gone, I must be happy. Correct? What is the meaning of that? No problem has been solved. No problem. There is no solution in the horizon. Then how can I be happy? So I use that example, Haraji, to just point out the fact it opens a window of opportunity that, you know what, I can be happy despite what I claim to be a list of problems. I can be happy. It's a window of opportunity. That's all. It doesn't prove much more than that.
Okay.
That was the point I was trying.
I got it. And I didn't understand, say, Brahma is Akaranta Pullinga. No, Brahma, not Brahmaji, yes, Brahma is Akaranta. I don't know, I don't know what linga it is. Okay.
Let me explain. So, Haraji,
okay.
let me explain what I said.
Okay.
Both are Nakaranta. Both are Brahman. Both are Brahman. Masculine Brahma also is Brahman. Napumsakam Brahma is also coming from Brahman only. Okay. Both are Nakarantam. One happens to be Nakaranta Pullingam. This Brahma, Nirgunam Brahma, happens to be Nakaranta Napumsakalingam. Okay. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, Nakaranta Pullingam Atman. Atman, what is the first nominative, first Ekavachanam of Atman?
Atma.
Atma. Yeah. Exactly like that, Brahma. Pullingam. Nakaranta Pullingam. Whereas here it is like Karman. Karman. What is the Nakaranta? Napumsakam. Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam of Karman? Karma, not karma. We say in English karma and all, but karma. Like that, Brahma. Karmavat, Nakaranta Napumsakam, Brahma, and then Atmanvat. Karmanvat, Atmanvat. Correct? You got it now, Haraji?
So, Brahma, the Pratipadikam for that is Brahman, and it's a Nakaranta what?
Napumsakam, for the Nirgunam Brahma.
Napumsakam. So it's
Correct.
the same thing in Brahmaji also, Brahma.
Correct. Same thing means, let me be more clear. It is same Pratipadikam, Brahman, but it is Nakaranta Pullingam, not Napumsakalingam.
Oh, okay.
So it is Brahma Brahmano Brahmanaha Brahma Brahmani Brahmani. Yeah.
Wait, 1 minute. So Haraji, did you, so far are we clear?
Yeah.
So the Pratipadikams are same. The root is the same for both. One happens to be Pullingam, another is Napumsakaling. And they declined differently. How did they decline differently? Okay, Brahmaji. So Pullingam. Brahma, Brahmanau, Brahmana. What about this Nirgunam Brahma? Brahma, Brahmani, Brahmani.
Okay.
Yeah, because Napunsakam, you know.
Okay. All right, Mahodaya. Dhanyawadaha.
Sure. Yeah, Bhaktiraji.
Namaste, Acharya. I have a question with a little bit of a confusion between mantra 5 and mantra 6. Like in mantra 5, it goes like, having seated in a posture. It explains about the posture that we need to be in and all that. And then this one goes to talk about, we started with pramanam and everything. And this one goes to talk about like the unmanifested forms and everything. And how does that meditation translate? Is this the context I'm not, and is somebody else sitting in the meditation, or is this the advice to us to do this meditation? That is
Correct.
one
So
question.
this is a good question. So both types of words are mentioned in what mantras? If
5 and 6, between 5 and 6.
starting from 5, ending in 7 only.
Oh,
That 5 to 7 is one sentence.
okay.
Therefore, it starts with how one should meditate, some position and all is talked about, like Sukhasanastaha, etc. Right? Now, how you should meditate, how you should sit. Then Atyashramastaha, Sakalendriyani, Nirudya, Bhaktya, Swagarum, Pranamya. These are all things, advice I can follow. It is advice for me. Then suddenly what happens after some time, Hrit Pundarikam also I can visualize the heart. Okay. Okay. I visualize the Shiva in the heart. Why Shiva? Shiva is coming in, where is it? Shiva in the seventh, I think, right? Shivam. Yeah, it is there in the sixth only. Sixth, we saw that just now. So Shivam also, okay, I can make it into my Ishta Devata Shiva. And Hritpundarikam I can imagine. But then quickly Vishadam, Vishokam also we said, okay, be relatively free from agitation. And also we said, then Achintyam, that has nothing to do with an advice. Achintyam is not an advice. It is not about posture or mind or anything like that. Hey, this Shivam Atma is Achintyam. So then what will happen? How will that Achintyam go to? Next mantra, he is going to say Munir Gachati. Muni Gachati, a person who has done the Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam can meditate like this, and Muni Gachati. Kutra Gachati? Achintyam Gachati, Prashantam Gachati, Amritam Gachati, Brahmayonim Gachati means approaches, reaches Brahman, which is of this nature of Achintyam, etc. I was planning to mention it later. I have to mention it, but since you asked me, I'm telling.
Oh, Dhanyawad, Acharya. I have one more question, Acharya, about this Brahmayoni, where you mentioned Hiranyagarbham. So far, the only time I have heard of Hiranyagarbham is when when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlada, where is Narayana? At that moment, not knowing where Prahlada will show as this is where so because we don't know where Hiranyakashipu is going to land, I was told that Narayana went into Hiranyagarbham mode because he wanted to be ready when Prahlada says here, he wants to show up there. So, now that we mention Hiranyagarbham here, when Narayana is not in that state, like what is in that Hiranyagarbham mode? Like who occupies that? Is it like Brahman? Should we visualize Brahman as Hiranyagarbham all the time? How, or is it an essence of one of the devatas, like Narayana, Vishnu, or Brahma? How to understand?
Right. So, Jiva. Every human being is a Jiva, every plant is a Jiva, every animal is a Jiva. So we appreciate what is Jiva. Jivaha means one finite entity, a living being, is a Jiva. So Jiva can be a virus also is a Jiva, bacteria is a Jiva, protozoa is a Jiva, like this. Multicellular organisms are there, and then all the way up to humans. And if you want to talk about size, okay, there are big elephants and all are there, bigger Jivas are there, but elephant also big size, but still one Jiva only. And then Shastram says, you bring Devatas, they're all Jivas only. All Pitris are Jivas, people, our own ancestors who have passed away, right? They're all Pitris. So they are in Pitru Loka. Okay. And so these lokas are also ascended now. Then how many lokas? If you ask, there are so many lokas. Chaturdasha Bhuvanani. And then, okay, all these 7 lokas are top. Brahma, every loka is populated by jivas whose karma requires them to exhaust their karma palam in that loka only. It can't be that karma palam cannot be exhausted in bhuloka. And so they have to go to higher lokas because so much punyam is there. The more punyam there is, the less kartrutvam there is, more bhoktrutvam. And finally, Brahma Loka, Brahmaji is there. This is our Puranic description. Puranic description. All right, so Brahmaji is also playing a role. Like every Jiva is playing a role. Definitely human beings are playing a role. And so that Brahmaji, that Jiva in Brahma Loka or Satya Loka, who is playing the role of the creation, quote unquote, Srishti. Okay, Srishti, quote unquote creation. So that Srishti Karta role player is called Brahmaji. Okay, this Hiranyagarbha, that Hiranyakashipu, that Nara in that story, I've also heard this Hiranyagarbha state and all that. I don't know what that is referring to. Okay, I have to go. I didn't look. I mean, I'm not. I've heard it, but I don't know why they say Hiranyagarbha and things like that. Maybe it means in Narayana, all pervasive Narayana has to come in the form of an avatar. So he also is quote unquote Avatara is born or not. Avatara also is quote born. That is why Avatara also has an end. Krishna's Avatara had an end. Rama's Avatara had an end. So born. But who's going to be born? How Vishnu is going to be born? Brahmaji's help is needed. I am imagining now, okay, you ask somebody else the same question and find out what they're saying. So Brahmaji's help is needed so that Hiranyagarbha has to be invoked. Brahma Shakti blessing is required for Vishnu to come as an avatar. This is my explanation of the word Hiranyagarbha in that particular Narsimha avatar.
Dhanyawad Acharya.
Yeah. Thank you. Jyoti ji.
This is my wild imagination and thought, Guruji. Please excuse me if I'm too wrong or anything. Like in plant cells and whenever the tissue culture we speak about, the cells are called pluripotent and omnipotent. Pluripotent means it can take any form. It can become any tissue. Omnipotent means each cell has the potency to become any kind of tissue cell, cells of the tissue. So for me, I feel my imagination is Hiranyagarbha he is ready with all kinds of.
1 minute. What is once again, pluripotent, omni again? What are the difference?
Pluripotent and omnipotent. Some cells, stem cells, so to say, they have the ability to change because in our body, there are different types of cells as per the tissue. For example, skin is different from bone is different from so each cell has a specific form and function. Each tissue has a specific form and function. So these stem cells have the ability to change themselves into, whenever we give certain inputs, then they will change into different forms and function will change. So for me, Hiranyagarbha is a pluripotent form of existence where Brahmaji thinks that he should be ready with his pluripotency so that whichever form he has to take to help Prahlada, he has to assume that function and state or this one. So he thinks that I'll go into that state and I'll be ready. Whatever Prahlada is now pointing at, let me manifest myself in that form and function. And that is my wild imagination about Hiranyagarbha in this case.
Good. Yeah, that's okay. That's, you can.
Jaykumarji, I have a question about Hiranyagarbha. I thought Hiranyagarbha is the subtle bodies, like subtle, the cosmic mind and things like that. Like before manifestation happens, like the avyakta form you have, and then before the manifestation, there is a subtle form too, and that is called the Hiranyagarbha, like the cosmic mind. It has energy, it has jnanam, and it has the mind and knowledge and energy. So basically in unmanifest form, that is what is Hiranyagarbha, is my understanding as per the evolution Brahman, the avyakta form, unmanifested matter, and then the subtle, and then the gross is what my understanding of Hiranyagarbha is.
In other words, samashti, if I can compress all you said in one word, samashti shukshma sharira.
Samashti Sukshma Sharira is exactly what I, from Tattva Bodha or whatever we have read, is my kind of understanding of Hiranyagarbha.
Correct. That is
so it is there. It doesn't have to manifest or take in a form or go into that form. It is already there because all the subtle things in the cosmos are already there in Hiranyagarbha. It doesn't like have to say, oh, I have to become this now.
Anyway, Brahmaji is not becoming anybody.
No. What I'm saying is, it is there all the time. Hiranyagarbha is there all the time, even now. Like.
Correct. So we are talking, yeah, that is fine. That's nothing. That's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah. We should not, yeah, that is why try to. These are all forms. Chaturmukha Brahmaji in Brahmaloka means
it's a manifestation.
It is a symbolic representation of this Samashti Shukma Shariram.
Yeah, it could be that also. Yeah, as a representation.
Puranas mention all these things. Puranic stories.
Puranas, they say Brahma is.
Can't take it literally. We can't take it literally.
Yeah. It's a personified form.
Correct. Personified. Correct. You're correct too. Yeah, Swapna, go ahead.
Namaste. So the mantra 6, right? So what I remember when you started, you said the first 2 lines, Hrit Pundarikam Virajam Vishuddham Vichintya Madhye Vishadam Vishokam, is a preparatory steps for Dhyanam. So in 5, it's a description of how one should sit, the posture and everything, attitude, all that. And this is again talking more about that. Who the person who is going into meditation or going to sit for meditation. And the last 2 lines, Achintyam, Avyaktam, it refers Brahman, right? So to make sense of 5 and 6, it is you are the meditator is meditating upon Nirguna Brahman, right? And I think the 7th mantra is description of Saguna Brahma.
So the way to look at it is, I'll mention it in the next class also. So, Vichintya, he's saying Vichintya, right, in the 6th shloka. Madhye Vichintya. So, Madhye, Hritpundarikam Madhye Vichintya. Having thought about, having visualized Shiva in this manner, okay, in the manner that you can visualize Shiva, okay, in any manner, Arupa, Vishwarupa. It's okay, both okay. Ekarupa, Vishwarupa. Okay. Then Arupa cannot be visualized anyway. We have said the Arupa, then how can you visualize Arupa? Not possible. Because Rupam Nasti. Visualization means you need to have a form. Okay. Even an idea, a thought is a form. It's not possible. Therefore, here, look at this. So therefore, this Achintyam and all these words applies to what? It does apply to the Arupa Shiva only. Okay. And you can't say Achintyam Vichintya. You can't say that. That which is unthinkable, you think of that. That can be a good advice. Okay, you think of that which is unthinkable. That's what achintyam vichintya means. Okay? Vichintya means think of, meditate, having meditated upon. Okay? So all the achintyam onwards, all the words will go with munir gachati. Munir gachati. One gains that Brahman, which is achintyam, which is amritam, which is anantarupam, which is prashantam, etc. Brahma yoni, etc. Yeah. So that goal, okay, can be reached by this dhyanam. Like that, the Upanishad is saying. That means this is really nididhyasana. It is not even dhyana. Nididhyasana, because it's already understood by Shravanam. And so then only then in nididhyasanam the nishtha can be gained. That's the way these three mantras have to be looked at.
So the Shivam word, the first time you said was Mangaladayakam, universally auspicious, right? But today you described it as, Ekarupam, Vishwarupam, Arupam. Why is it here when we are talking about reference to Brahman? Why is this being brought? Meaning, I think I'm not trying to argue here. I'm just trying to understand why is Shivam only taken and broken down to three, where Shivam can just be taken as auspiciousness and like Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantarupam, Shivam, Prashantam, Amritam. It's describing Brahman, right? Why are we breaking it into three?
Because dhyatva, vichintya, it is dhyanam, no. It is dhyanam. Finally, it is talking about Shiva dhyanam. Because position and all talked about sukhatsa, nastaha, etc. So when you sit in meditation, you have to meditate on something. Who are you going to meditate on? Who is the object of meditation? So because the word Shivam is there, we say it is Shiva Dhyanam. Shiva Dhyanam means now we are Vedanta students, so we can talk about Ekarupa Shiva Dhyanam, Ishtadevata Shiva Dhyanam. We can also say Vishwarupa Shiva Dhyanam. Then Arupa Shiva Dhyanam is going to be tough. Tough means what? Because it's not an object. If I want to visualize an object and I take Shiva as Arupa, both are incompatible. And for that, Vedanta is required. And so you start with Shiva Dhyanam, Ekarupa Shiva Dhyanam, and to start off the meditation. And then slide into Arupa Shiva Dhyanam.
Dhanyavada.
Yeah. There may be other interpretations possible for the mantra. Okay, Prasad, please.
Namaskar, Kumar. So it's just an observation here. When we look at the seventh mantra, Vibhu is showing like exist everywhere. So Vibhu is like multi-formed from Brahma to stone. There is Sarvagatam, for example, in Mundaka also it says Nityam Vibhum Sarvagatam come next to each other, right? So it's multi-formed and Sarvagatam, which is existing everywhere. So I just noticed that showing it as exist everywhere here. In nuance, probably, it means that only from Brahma to stone. But it should be multi-formed, actually, like you explained. Just an observation.
So, Nityam Vibhum Sarvagatam Prasha, there, no? What is that thing there?
Susukshma. Nityam Vibhum, yeah. Nityam Vibhum Sarvagatam Susukshma. Tadavyayam Yat Bhutayonim Paripashyanti Dhiraha.
Paripashyanti Dhiraha, yeah. Correct.
So they come next to each other, Vibhum and Sarvagatam, yeah.
Correct. Very good. Yeah, from Brahma Yoni, I had made a note somewhere, that mantra. Yeah. Good observation.
Thank you. The other thing, what Mohaniji was talking about, just thinking. I mean, Tejasa is equivalent for the Vesti, which is for Hiranyagarbha. So just
Correct. Tejasa. Yashti. Hiranarayan.
Guruji, I was just trying to understand. In Puranic stories like Prahalada and Hiranyakashipu, all that for our understanding, through Vedanta, if you have to understand, it's Prahalada himself manifesting as Hiranya. It's your own manifestation. Like world is your own manifestation, right?
Okay.
So how do you understand in Vedantic perspective?
Understand what in Vedantic perspective?
Like Hiranyagarbha, I mean Hiranyakashipu, when he calls out for this thing, where is Hari? He manifesting in the pillar. It is like we are looking at the perspective of creation, like how it is happening. But when we look at Vedantic perspective, like if you have to understand this, will it be like Prahalada has that adhikaritvam, and if you understand through Vedantic perspective, the world is your own creation, manifestation of your own self, right?
Yeah, Vedanta, this Prahlada story is very good for Vedanta.
Yeah.
Because Prahlada keeps saying Vishnu is everywhere. And so, that Sarvam Brahmamayam is very aptly portrayed in this story, in this particular avatar, Vishnu avatar. And that's what we get. So, yeah, Prahlada is obviously an Adhikari, Uttamadhikari. And all the Kama Krodadi are your obstacles. It is represented by Hiranyakashipu. Something like that you can say.
Yeah.
So it's a nice story for that. For our Vedanta, it's a good story.
Because I always thought in every person whom we meet with, and the reflection of Kama Krodha is one which is within yourself, which is you're able to identify. So once you have identified and you've understood that, that adhikaritvam will allow you to see that manifestation wherever you want, like in any, I mean, it's not an imagination, everything is that.
So that is why the idea of samashti is even possible.
Yeah.
Because what is in Vyashti is what is there in samashti. Okay. And so, yat pinde tad brahmande. Yat pinde tad brahmande. Can you believe the statement? Yat pinde. Pinde means body is a pinda. Yat pinde asti tad brahmande asti. I don't know where it comes. It comes somewhere. And you know what? We studied this in the Kathopanishad also. Something similar to this.
Yeah.
Yatha iha tatha amutra.
Amutra.
Yatha iha tatha amutra. As it is here, so also there also. There means wherever you want. Put the finger wherever. There also. Anywhere. So, fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thoughts wise, you are more focused on the thoughts, my ahankara, my ragadvesha, whatever. And then I see that in other people also. That if you say, that is fine, because ragadvesha has no citizenship barrier, caste barrier and all is not there. And so
anyways, it's my own creation also, because it's once it is I am thinking, that means it's my own creation. It cannot be somebody else's, because it's my.
Yeah, and other person also is saying the same thing. It is my own creation. Then every other person also says it is my own creation. So many people are saying it is their own creation. So that makes it samashti. That makes it appropriate for samashti also. Same mind. It is really the same mind.
Yeah.
Same mind, but with different ways of operating, different levels of operating. Ragadveshas are different in different minds. All that is different. But essentially the same.
It's like understanding the dream. Different characters, and you are projecting.
Ragadvesha is different basically because of different samskara, different vasana.
Yeah, Mithya. Mithya has a history. History. Karma and all will operate. That Mithya. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
When you were talking about Atma talking, I was just laughing inside, remembering Kathopanishad, whom does it choose to talk? Then whoever it chooses to talk. I was just extending that. When you said Atma come and talk to you, so whom does it choose to talk? The Shankaracharya's question.
Kutra kam pashyet. Something like that he says. Kaha kutra kam pashyet. Good. So we'll pause with that. Thank you. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ